For today's homework, we are supposed to describe what two ideas or strategies from each of the readings that we are intentionally going to work on during this triad assignment, and then describe what the strategies are and why we think that they'd be helpful during our teaching. The first one that I really enjoyed, and I think I'm going to actually really dive into this, not even just for this assignment, but in the future of just teaching as a whole, is create a culture of kindness, which is model the golden rule to your students. Talk to them the way that you want them to talk to each other. And if your kids respect each other, respect them, especially when you discipline them. Be a leader of kindness and your kids will want to jump on your bandwagon. I think this is huge because it also creates a culture and community that everyone is respected and everyone's safe, and it's like a safe space. So that is definitely something that I think would be helpful in my teaching. The second one is be an active listener. It's basically where your students want to be just like you and they'll do what you do. So if you want your students to listen to each other, you need to listen to them. And I think that's really sometimes something that you forget about as a teacher, because when you are just teaching, it's hard to remember that you need to listen to them as well, because you're expecting them to listen to you. And then the two other ones that I was looking at was the brain wants to find out why and seek an explanation. A related strategy involves the use of discrepant events that are counterintuitive or unexpected to capture students' interest and engage them in trying to make sense of the surprising or unanticipated phenomenons that they observed. So in my triad assignment, I'm planning on just exploring buoyancy. So I'm going to start out by just having a bin full of water and dropping a cork, for example, in the water, and then being like, oh, it's floating, and then getting a stone, dropping the stone in, it sinks. So having them be like, why does that happen? Why? And then we go into the explore before explain, and they get to explore all those things. And then the fourth and final one is the instructional series or sequence in stage 3, which is explore before explain. Teachers honor learners' background knowledge, capitalize on their inherent curiosity, and actively engage them in making meaning through experimental learning. So the reason why I think that's important is because it actually gets students engaged and and they want to know why they're doing this or why this happens. So they're just that much more interested in your lesson, and they're going to learn so much more because they're actually interested in what you're teaching them. So I definitely think that that's super important. And the way I'm going to do that is, like I said just a few seconds ago, having them explore. Well, actually, they're going to have their own bin of water at their table, and they have a bunch of different objects that they have to figure out why this is happening. Why is some sinking? Why are some floating?